Hey guys, I am back. Let's see, let's turn down this music. Hey Official Sound, what's up? I remember you from last time. Hold on, I'm refreshing the chat really quick. Doesn't say you're my viewer list, that's weird. Alright, cool. So if you remember last time, we were working on the group study part of this. So we were working on seeing if the group existed, and etc. On just switching some things around on my other monitor. to awesome. Here we go. So what we need to do is we need to do two different things. I'm gonna let people trickle in here as we go, but we have to do two different things. First, we have to check if these users existed. So let me make sure that. Let me put this in my other. Whoop. There we go. And pull that up. All right. So we need to make sure this is on. Yep, it is. So if we look at groups, we have one group. So we need to check if the group exists. So we can make a function for that. Function check group. So we're going to take in a group ID. So let's go here. We need to pull up that nano package that we're using from here. Get. Yeah, so I don't need the full thing. So what we are going to do, instead of Alice, it's group. Instead of rabbit, it's group ID. And that's all I want to do right now. And I just want to call it when we get our check group with the group ID. Group ID. And just want to make sure that returns back. I'm gonna plug in again because we reloaded. Yep. So date URI. Now, I've learned so much JavaScript in the past few days. I'm finally understanding how backend frameworks, how web structure, how server works, as well as language. So I overcomplicated the programming way too much for my understanding. Class like a template and an object is an instance class. Exactly. A little bit more objects are like what I imagine an object. So you can like define an object. So like we have a car, right? So if I just look up car, like I can say var car, which is the object, has wheels 4 and then has 5 windows, 2 headlights, etc. So that's more of an object. Yeah. Let's see. Hey Commander Root, I see you in here. I think it's a bot, but I don't know. But what we want to do is I just want to check to see what this will return if there's no actual group. Error missing. Barbugatti equals new car. Basically, yeah. So it looks like where's my check group? If no error, we want to do that. But this else log error. I think that's gonna work better. And then I said it was subjects and like put a 2 at the end. Okay, so yeah. What we want to look at is say what's underscore? I'm kind of curious. Log underscore. Well, it's gonna lose where I was, but yeah. Group study. I learned how to make a Twitter bot too. I learned about access tokens, the different types of requests, JSON, how an API works. That's really good. You did a really good start. Okay, so that's an undefined thing. Passes in. Yeah, no problem. Let's see. Check group. What is it? Oh, it's waiting on this. So if there's no errors, we're just gonna return it is a group. Otherwise, we wanna, if we go back into our error, I think it's, I wanna refresh, I think, because log in. I want to get a job with the next 6 months as a full stack developer and or backend Node.js developer. That's really good. Yeah, it's okay. I see it. So we want to look at error.statuscode. So I want to just do error.statuscode. So the reasons why I'm just pulling up the status code is what it'll do. Hold on, I just wanted to make sure it logs out 404. Yeah. So if error.statuscode is equal to 404, then we want to return false. Right. So what we're doing here, localhost, social groups. So if we just return fine, and I know it's a group, yeah, current group, it logs it. But if I change the group to like 3, it doesn't resolve it. So group, so var is group. So if it is, so if is group, we can do this. Else, we need to create the group. So this is if the group exists, else one if. To answer your question, Official Sound, I'm not a good front-end developer myself, so you can take down the music just a little bit. So I don't really know how to do it. I need to do that myself, and hopefully through this we can learn a little bit together as you watch the stream and stuff, that we'll learn how to do it and get better at it. So if it is a group, what I just saw look good though, it was a template that I have. So here I'm just gonna say rest.json group doesn't exist. Yeah, it's what I normally do when I don't want to like not work on things, but like I'm really bad at front end, but I'll redo it. Yeah, so we get a group doesn't exist thing. So let's see how to, if we look down here, we have check group, get group, add to group. I think we'll do an add to group. So add to group, and it takes in the user. So just put in user, then group ID, which would be the group ID that we used earlier. So now log in. It should be, whoa, can't send headers after they're sent. Group doesn't exist, hold on. But if we go back to groups, do I have 2 groups yet? I do not. Yeah, so it's erroring out on add to group. Why? Let's see. Why? Okay. All right. So we shouldn't, so we log in. Can't set headers after. Oh, it just complains about the order. I know that. I'm gonna give a quick shout out. I know Official Sounds in here, and I know some other people that don't have an account are watching, and I thank you guys so much for coming out and watching. It really means a lot. Group ID does not exist. Oh, it's capital. But I'd like to thank you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna look at that comment. But I'm gonna thank you guys so much for just coming out and hold on. And coming out, spending time out of your day and watching. So biggest tip that I've Official Sounds says biggest tip that I've heard is to use colors of the same value, picking color schemes and using the colors that fall on arc when shading, making colors pop up and add dots. Yeah, I just need to get into the whole like thing. Wait, I'm curious. It's saying I want to log out the is group and then add on with group ID plus group ID. Alright, so we're logging in. We go through here. It says undefined. And I know why, because we need to make this a promise. Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna do return new promise, resolve, reject, and then I'm just gonna copy that, put it inside. Instead of returning, we're just gonna say resolve true, and then resolve false, and then basically yeah, and technically you don't reject on this one. But let's see, so we log in, there we go. Object promise group ID, there we go. But, and if I change it, missing, okay. Have you heard of the coding train? Yes, dude, the coding train. My community college doesn't tell us to use a local host when testing websites, which blows my mind. They always use HTML, CSS, not HTML5 and CS3. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I watched the coding train actually. That's how I really kind of got started into Node.js. What we need to do is we need to make sure this add to group. It is not a promise. But we can make it one. So it's return. Woo. Return, or can I just say promise? Whoop. Nope, that doesn't work. I know in some things it does work. Return new promise. Resolve, reject. So the reason why I do this, even though technically I'm not returning anything, is I can use .then. So I can do add to group .then. We have a function. Hold on. with cur group, and that doesn't exist yet because we're not returning a group. Then what we do, we don't actually want that quite yet. We want to do then get group with this group ID. I like how I can test my sites on my phone. Node.js second IP address is pretty nice. Django I couldn't. I've never used Django, so then cur group. Whoop. Function. There we go, and then we're just going to do rest dot, and then we're just going to copy this. Whoop. Control V, Control, whoop. Control V, Control Alt. Alright, so, in theory, if we go back here, right, and I put one that I know doesn't work, 7, we're going to log in. Error missing? What do you mean missing? Unhandled promise rejections are deprecated. In return, promise rejections are not handled will terminate the Node.js process. Node.js is fast to Netflix. I know. It's amazing how many websites use Node.js. If I go to groups, refresh it, and then I go to table and just go full screen. So we know that, like, if I go back, so I know this is one, right? But if I update it to 3, it's giving me that error. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do this. Get subjects, check group. I just do this for debugging. Group exists, log group doesn't exist, and then get group, log group was obtained. I will be right back, guys. Hold on, give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Let's transition back. Cool. So I'm just gonna log here. So we know that it's doing that. Log group wasn't obtained. Alright, that should get us through some of it. So if I go back, I know this is the group, and if we see, I'm just gonna make us log in, log in, so you can see group was obtained, group exists, but if I put 3, I know that group doesn't exist, so group doesn't exist and wasn't obtained, so there's an error. So I want to look at how to handle promise rejections node. So I would have to catch it. Oh, I just do comma error, so that we could do that. So like, alright. What editor to use? I use Atom. I originally used Atom for a long period of time, then I switched to Visual Studio Code because some people in the stream actually suggested it to me. So error, we just want it to here. Whoop, that doesn't, does that work? If there's an error, throw new error. I think that works. We'll see. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I kind of like it. There's a little bit more, you know, pizzazz to it. Group doesn't exist, so it's only. Okay, so it's trying to obtain the group first. So what I need to do is actually, instead of doing this, downloading right now, I'll try it out. It's a lot better. Don't take my word on everything. Check group ID dot then function exists. And then what I do is I take this, throw it in here. We're gonna get some errors. Hold on. So we want to function, so we say function exists, and then we want to say if exists. We just want to do this. And then else, when does this else end? It's right there. So we're gonna copy it. Is there an autocomplete from it? Yeah, there is. It's just like, I find it almost exactly the same as one. Let me. Where does this else statement go to? Oh, I find it almost exactly the same as Atom. I don't find much of a difference. Okay, so let's try this again. So you got it. Let's go to group study 3 because I know that group doesn't exist. All right. Yeah, no problem, dude. This now should, if it doesn't load, there's an error. So officially, it should now be in here. So we have B3. So now if I do like B6, does it exist in here? It does exist in here now. But what are we getting hung on? Let's see. Error missing. Group doesn't exist. Oh, what do I want? Hold on, I want to actually JSON.stringify is group. I've never seen what an object looks like, or a promise object looks like, so, you know. It's blank. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I'm just gonna copy this, and then place it down here. Instead of doing this, we're just doing exists. Alright, log in. Okay, thank you. We've seen that. Or no, group study with that ID. Alright, true with group ID. So now if I just change this, let's see, where does it get us? Okay, and instead of doing the first four, actually, I can just do this. Let's change it to 8. Alright, false. So it doesn't exist, right? So if exists, it goes to this else. So it adds the group. And then it says group. So add to group. Oh, I know why it's not working, because I'm not resolving it. So I need to resolve true. That's all I need to do for both. But I'd rather do it here. Alright, so now it should work. So localhost, and you know, like change this to a 4. Alright, what's missing? Group doesn't exist. Okay. Can I go? Is there like settings? Split terminal. No. Whoa, I don't. Where's the gear? I just need the gear for this. But that isn't working. So the insert group resolve true. So what we need to do is get group dot then unfulfilled. The callback to execute when a promise is resolved. Okay. So it should work. Keyword on should. If I change this to 7, group doesn't exist. False. Group doesn't exist. So where is it logging group doesn't exist? Here. It's resolving false on check group. Okay. And then it wasn't obtained. But we need that. I want to log. It should. So it's false, right? So hold on, I'm verbally walking myself through this. So it's false. So get group. So the group doesn't exist. So I want to actually do, instead of dot then, what if I say function with group success, and then this, and like, I think it would, yeah. So, hold on guys, my dog's outside, I'll be right back. I'm back. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, sorry. So I say, I want to just log group success, because that will tell me if it actually successfully created. Right, so if I do group study, like change this to the 7 just so it's different. Group doesn't exist. It inserted it. Group was obtained. So there we go. I just had to do that. There you go. So I have to get rid of all my logs now. A log. Whoop. Group polling group doesn't exist. I just have to do this. Log group does exist. Those are just wrong keyboard shortcut. Group wasn't obtained. Group was obtained. Do. Whoop. That's fine. I don't think I have any more because I want to keep those. Awesome. So now we have this. So if the group does exist or doesn't exist, it makes it like, and I want to see how fast is this. Like, 779. Okay, it's gonna have us log in. Whoop. So we're logging in, as you can see down here, 2.06. Done. Wow. Okay, that's fast. I'd like to thank all 7 people that are currently watching. I do crack for a living, electrical skateboard commander, root official sound. I know you all are in here, and I thank you. And there's more of you guys that aren't in here, and I thank you guys so much for coming out and participating. This song does not work for me. I need to find like a copy free radio. Is there one? Radio. I just want it live. Alright, here we go, yeah. There. Alright, tell me if that's too loud, guys. But anyways, back to what we were doing. So it creates it. Alright, so if it does exist, what we need to do is get group. So if I refresh this, it does exist. Current group. But so this add to group only works for creating one group with one user. So I want to I need a function add user to existing group with the original user group ID, and I'm just gonna copy this and I can remove that to do. So I think we're just, instead of inserting, we want to update. Updates, follow updates by including the rev token document being saved. So if I insert and a document being saved, how to update a document. Here you go. So we insert this. If you want to update, you should just insert again, but specify the reason. So if here I failed, so what I need to do is I need to get the group. So I want to just get group with the group ID, then with the function group body log group body, and I can just comment this out for now. I'm just gonna call this add user to existing group with the original user, and the group ID, which is group ID. And yes, I know it is different. Alright, but this, and we call it twice, but we get this .rev. That's what I need. Okay, so we can uncomment that. Group insert. Well, all we have to do, it looks like, is append. So we're gonna redo the user. Here. And I'm gonna rename it to users. I'm gonna add this in for now. It's underscore rev is group body dot underscore rev. That should fix it for now. Us is having a weird error. Users not defined. No. Users. And we have 9 people in the chat, and I want to thank all of you guys so much for coming in and just watching. And it really means a lot. I don't know if there's bots in here or what, but I want to thank all of you guys for coming in, spending time out of your day to watch my program. Hold on, I just got a notification on Twitter. I'm not a bot. Hello, hey Crossy201. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't need that. I'm not a hi, I do crack for a living. Out of toilet paper, I'm not a bot. I'm just watching people programming in the background lol. So out of toilet paper, I'm a botto though. I do crack for a living. I can totally tell. But thank you all of you guys for coming in and watching. So what we need to do is we have this and we want to say, and are actually in this, instead of just doing user, we want to have, I'm not a bot either. Yeah, Phonebook45, welcome. I know you're not a bot. Official Sound, I'm not a bot either. I know that. Cross the 201, what are these names? Lol. Name is Blake in the Discord. Oh, Phonebook, I've seen you around. Let's see, main, let's pull you over. Blake, right there, 1 like equals 1 prayer. We're gonna like this. How do I like this? Like, thumbs up. Thumbs up. There you go. What's a phone book? True. Phone book, ID crack, out of toilet paper. Yeah, these are pretty weird names. And hey guys, I want you to remind you, if you do follow, it really means a lot. It lets you guys know and turn on those notifications. So when I go live, you guys do. I don't always announce it in the Discord, and I stream normally about 10 to 20 minutes before I'll talk. Krusty201 is now following. Thank you, Krusty201. And as a reminder, guys, if you do have Twitch Prime, you can go ahead and follow or subscribe actually for free for a month. And I know, like, Devwini, who's my only subscriber right now, he did that. He has Twitch Prime synced with his Twitch account, and he did that 1 month free. It really means a lot. It helps support me, and it helps support the community by getting me out there. So, anyways, back to this. So, instead of doing this, we're gonna do users. And we're going to do an array like this. So for U1, we're going to define. I do crack for a living, it's just followed. Thank you, dude, so much. And can I pass U1 in here? U1. So if I create a new group, 9. Let's see if I log in. Uh, 779B9. It's this one. Users. There we go. This is what I want to see. BRB, you're going to be on my TV. I'm going to be on a TV. Yes. You know, I've always wanted to be on. Actually, I have been on TV before. It's kind of cool, kind of boring also. So, anyways, var user to add, and then I want to say var users equals group body dot users, right? And then I'll do users dot push user to add, and then this turns into yeah, I think that's how. And then we just switch the rev. I want to log group body here, and then I want to log the users right before it. Log users. It's gonna really mess this up, but you know. Login. Oop. Whoa. Document must be adjacent object. Hold up. There we go. Yeah, it pushed. Now I have 2, but instead of pushing it, we want to say if users doc or includes user to add, because I'm doing it the same way every time. Whoop. If you I did that wrong. If users dot includes user to add, then this is when I want to push on What does it mean unexpected? Missing semicolon? Oh, because I did ID if. There we go. Oh, hold on. ID, I think you meant, yeah, you saw it. Yeah, I saw it. It was really confusing. I'm like, why? It's gonna give me an error, I know that, but because now users just contains one thing, yeah. So else, I don't need to do anything else technically. Hold on, where does this one end? Else, I should add it here. Else, is this a promise? Resolve, I don't know, true. Yeah. We dropped down to 5 years. Wow, where did everybody go? Wow, we have more than 5 viewers though. Commander Roo, Derp Crab Bob, Electric Skateboarding, I Do Crack for a Living, Nice Core 9, Out of Toilet Paper, Phone Book 45, V and K, and Vigo Pros. Thank you guys so much for all watching. It really means a lot. You guys are spending time out of your day. Hold on, gotta spawn the people. So if it includes, we're gonna push that user to add, and then say group body index users equals users, and then change this users. I think this works. We'll find out. So it shouldn't. Yeah. And then up here, current group dot users, and that should fix that part. I just want to actually. Each user. I think that's how you do it. Whoop. Oh yeah, because each user has a nickname. Wait. Hold on. This is gonna involve an incur group dot users. Because when I refresh it, are you creating a website where people can learn the code, or are you learning the code? Here, I'll say it this way. Yes, the both. I already know how to code pretty decently, but this is just like you always know how to ride a bicycle, right? But you don't get good at it unless you keep practicing. And that's what I'm doing. I'm practicing my coding, practicing it. And then learn a place to code. This is actually, yes, they could learn how to code here, but what I'm doing is having people be able to go in and make tests and other things for each other. And the music just stopped. There it goes. And do group study sessions together and then connect with strangers on the internet and help each other study. That's my goal with this. Oh. No wonder it's not working. Because I did it if it was a new group. I forgot there's 2 sections of it. Here you go. And just as a reminder, guys, this, yeah, that's right. But this, this stream is in partnership with the unofficial Node.js Discord server. So I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the chat. Nightbot got me. So the unofficial Node.js Discord invite link is now in the chat. There should be a space there, but you know what? It likes to be difficult sometimes. So, so it's able to log it. So if I do like this dot, what's part of it? Nickname. So rank and then user. So this dot rank. Rank is nothing right now, and then this dot nickname. So if I refresh this, rank 0, there you go. Welcome messages. Welcome Derp Crab Bob to the unofficial. Yeah, you are now in there. So it's a really good place to connect and everything. Okay, back to this. So, however, let's see. If I log into an incognito tab, same group ID, but let's say, yeah, I got it. Let me log in with another Google account. Oh, gotta wait for that verification code. Okay, current group. On a log, user to add, just to see what it, I'll have to relog in. Hold on, I'm just gonna do that, because it's gonna, but it doesn't include so if I log group body, we should, if I refresh this, now be able to see it doesn't include it. But if I go up to here, so it's saying it's saying it's the same. A group body, but it's not in it. Where's the cur group? I can remove that. It's up here, current group. So it said, why does it say? So if users dot includes user dot add, right? We have a nickname, a picture. So I'm curious. So log users dot includes user to add. It's saying it's the same. So refresh. Log back in. Oh, I'm done. You know, I'm testing if it does include it, and it does. If it doesn't include it, you know. Group update. What libraries are you using for this project? I'm using the Express.js library with Nano, a CouchDB database. Ooh. Hold on. I'm gonna delete. You're on my TV, by the way. Yay! I don't want that one. I want this one. So, at login. Yeah. Well. So there's an issue here. I'm using several different ones. It's a lot to explain them all. I can leave that one. What is this? Is it says use this notation, so yeah, that was my issue. So what I'm gonna do is just like save changes. Actually, I'll just delete the group. I think it's one of these three. I'll just delete all of them. I don't need. Any thought about it, getting webcam? Fun books, see ya, dude, but not yet. I'm streaming in my room. My room is always a mess. So maybe in the future. Alright, so we have that. And if I log in my other account, let's see. Did it update? Yep, it updated. So we want to make sure then function success. We want to just copy this to make sure it adds it first, else the user doesn't return up into it. Like, I don't know why did it add. What? Well, now we have a different thing. It says the objects check to see if array contains an object. Let's see here. So we have vendors. Yeah, this is what I thought. Let's see. Taking a bit to load. Yeah, so I really like, where did it go? this thing right here. So what we're gonna do, rather than include, so I want to just test this for now. I know it's gonna be weird about it. So if users filter vendor, so user, or yeah, user, we don't need that, is equal to user.name is exactly equal to user to add dot it would be nickname, and this is also nickname. And I just want to see what it returns. So we'll see. Let's just refresh. So it should return it. Hold on, where's my other logs? User filter plus refresh. User filter. Okay. Yeah. I need to stringify it. So if it returns anything, right? Because it. So I do. So if her log, if this part, right? I don't even need to log it out yet. Is equal. Oh, I need to encase this in another one. So if this is not equal to undefined, I think that's what it would be. Group filter. So what I need to do is it 779B. Whoop. Oh. I need to refresh this and delete the database entry. And then, because it'll be a brand new group, right? Group insert. Inserted just me. If I refresh it, it inserts me again. So if I do JSON dot stringify, just have to add. Oh, did it add? There it goes. I know that's like a lot, but let's see. User filter. Because it adds the user already. So if it's not equal to... How would I do this? Check if filtered array. Oh, why don't I just look at his? if it's not equal to no, what I do is I don't even need to do that, and I can just say like I think that's enough. Right, so var filtered array equals and what I do is I'll just say like if filtered array else log else and then log true. What's up, official sound? I know this is getting really complicated because I'm overcomplicating it in my head. Let's see. Log true. Yeah. So instead, I'm just gonna have to put filtered array, and I think that fixes it. So we want to check, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of me in here. So in theory, if this works, there should be 4 again. Is there? Did you get it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome job. But moment of truth, we gotta log in as this one. Alright, where's it logging? User tab. Hold on, I can just check. I think it's because that's such similar. Like I named this the A, B, C, D. Save the changes. Right, and then I log in. Wow, it else filtered array contains user. That's all I want to say right now. This is really bothering. Filtered array contains user. Okay. So what is a filtered array? Filtered array. So if I run here, I refresh. It shouldn't be. Yeah, that's what I thought. Refresh. So if we look, it's a blank array. So if it does not, or so if it does equal this, false. Wait, then what is filtered array log? Because this is really bothering me because filtered array is an array, right? It does not equal that, but it equals that. Now it just doesn't add anybody. So it's an object. It's a blank object. What if I do dot length blank? Is 0. So what if I say if filtered array dot length is equal to 0 is not equal to. This should be true. Or this should be false. don't need it that way. So this one should work, maybe. We don't need that. So crossing my fingers here. There we go. So added me. Filtered array contains user. There we go. Thank you. There we go. So we got it fixed. Whoop. So let's delete some of these. Delete that. I don't need this. None of these need to be anything. Yeah, there we go. Wow. Okay. Second thing, I want to make sure, like, if people have similar names, like, I know these are both gonna have similar names. It's either gonna update, which it did. Okay, cool. And something we need to look at is a way to. Alright, first of all, we need to center ranks. So I'll just make a comment here. Whoop. To do center the headers. There we go. There you go. Wow. So with the group though, we have our users. We have add to group users, but we're also going to have a subject we need to pass in. Subject. And that is, right now it's just going to be undefined. So if I refresh this, alright. If I delete all the groups, refresh. Subject undefined. So I should be able to. So if I go back up here, I'll pass the subjects, group study. I should be able to just pass subject is cur group dot subject, and then there's group study of subject. That's all we have to do. Refresh, log in, group study of, and it's nothing. But if I were to change it to, or you just go in here, all documents. It should have a refresh button because I'm kind of getting lazy. Subject, math. Yeah, so there you go. We got our group study of math. We have the current users in it. Like, let's see. I just want to make sure. So if I actually, I don't have my other account open. Anyways, let's see here. Whoop, did not mean. I pressed that. Let's see. We have 13 people in here. I want to take a minute and thank all of you guys for coming in, taking time out of your day and watching the stream. I want to make sure, guys, go ahead and drop a follow, and if you can, subscribe. It really helps a lot. It helps me continue doing this. It helps me get better equipment. It helps me do this. I'm hopefully going to get another stick of RAM. I'm only at 8 right now, but hopefully upgrading to 16 to make things better. And then second of all, I also want a mic because I'm just currently using a headset mic and it's really weird. Currently, I want a boom mic. So yeah, those are my current goals. I'm gonna get donations set up here relatively soon. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so what can we work on? So we have that, and that's all we need for now. Let's see. Actually, let's do a poll. Polls. I want to make sure wheel. Hold on. Live. No. How do I do a poll in here? We're gonna figure this out, guys. Give me a second. Poll. Giveaway? No, we don't want to do a giveaway. Poll question. What should I add next? The user chat. Oh, did it start? I hope not. Let's see if I do this. Is there the poll? Does it do it like in the chat or like on the video? Doesn't look like it. We're gonna do a straw, or actually, I think Nightbot can do polls. Let's pull it up. Nightbot. Dashboard, spam protection, commands, custom, default, poll, options. Alright, let's figure out how to do this really quick. So if I do exclamation point poll, poll new, hold on, let's figure this out. Cancel. Poll docs. So poll new, I want the title to be what should I do next? This, so user chat, database and user chat. What else could we work on? Search function of subjects, user group generator, study group, continued. There we go. There we go. So we have a new poll, guys. Go ahead and vote now. Had the straw pulled up me. Let's see. Let's pull it up. Let's see. Anybody gonna vote? I probably should go to results. Let's see. Has anybody voted? User chat. Someone's voted. I'm gonna let it sit. Two votes for user chat. Let's see. I'll give it 2 more minutes. Timer. Actually, let's give 3 more minutes. And I will be right back, guys. Alrighty guys, I am back. Let's turn off that annoying beeping noise. Let's go back to full screen. So, we got 3 votes for the user chat. So, there's 2 or 3 ways we can do this. Hold on, let's just do one poll results. 3, yeah. All voted for user chat. And this is where we start getting into more uncharted territory. I don't need that open. And hold on, that one isn't responding. Here we go. So, I have a question for you guys. I want everybody in the chat that's here, bot or not, I want you guys to tell me if I should make a pop-up in the bottom right of the corner, like just, you know, like right here where it's like chat, or like if we have like a chat button. Good night, official sound. Have a good night. No problem. I mean, actually, guys, we're gonna continue on this next stream. I need to go do some things, so I will see you guys next time. And I'm gonna roll the credits on transition. It's gonna take a minute. Give it a second. I know it's black. Do live actions. Roll credits. Are they working? There they go. I'll see you guys next time.
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules.